Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I'm going to be letting you know the starting lineup and reserves for the Springboks in their second test match up against the All Blacks this weekend. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I have no idea why I've got a headset on, because the microphone is over there, but nonetheless, let's get straight into this video. Right, so the Springboks have very recently announced their side that will be taking on the All Blacks for the second test match and the last match of the Rugby Championship 2021 competition. It is going to be between the All Blacks and the Springboks, like I mentioned last week. Very close game last week, 19 points to 17. And for the Springboks here, they have got a pretty unchanged starting lineup. Only a couple changes there, but I will be letting you know exactly who it is going to be. In the front row, they have gone with number 1, Oxnard. Number 2 will once again be Bongi Umbonambi. And then number 3 will be Trevor Nakanye. So moving over into that tight head prop role rather than the loose head like he was last week. Then looking at the locks, number 4 once again will be Ebenetsa with number 5 being Luke De Jager. Now these two did very well in the line out to be able to steal that ball from the line out throws of the All Blacks. I believe they did it around 3 or 4 times in that last match. So if they continue to do that in this game as well, it will certainly cause some frustration for the hookers of the All Blacks if they do end up having their throws constantly contested by these two very capable Springbok blocks. Then looking at the loose forward trio, unchanged from last week once again, it will be Sia Khaleesi at number 6. Number 7, it will be Quagga Smith getting another start into this game. And then number 8, it will be the very dangerous Dwayne Vermeulen, who had a couple good runs in the last match up against the All Blacks, but didn't really get the ball as much as I was kind of expecting. So maybe they go to him just a little bit more this week as well. Then looking at the backs, and I will say it straight away, it is completely unchanged from the last week. Number 9, it will once again be Faf de Klerk. Number 10, Handré Pollard. Now this combo, they love a kick, these guys. We did see it last week. I believe there were 38 kicks from the Springboks throughout that match up against the All Blacks. So I'm wondering whether or not they continue to go with that tactic and maybe just have it executed just that little bit better, because there were times where the All Blacks, they looked a little bit wobbly under the high ball. So that will be something that the Springboks try to use to their advantage in this game. Then the centre combo will be Damien de Allende at number 12, and then at number 13, it will once again be Lukhanyo. Then looking at the wingers for this game, number 11 will be Makazole Mapimpi, who didn't really get that many opportunities with the ball in hand, but he did contest well under the high ball for the last week's match up against the ABs. And out on the other wing, the only try scorer for the Springboks in that last match, it was off one of those kicks of Faf de Klerk. George Bridge just ended up letting that ball go through the hands, and then Seba Unkosi was right there with that acceleration and that pace to be able to grab that ball, put it down, and score the first try of the match, and the only try of the match for the Springboks. And that was in the 6th minute of the game. That was actually the last try we saw throughout that whole match between the All Blacks and the Springboks. The All Blacks able to score in the 3rd minute with Will Jordan. So it pretty much went end to end for that, and then the rest of the points in the game were from the penalties, which also ended up going end to end. A lot of penalties between these two sides, but hopefully this weekend we do get to see a little bit more of that free-flowing game with a few less penalties from the Springboks, because I believe they conceded about 15, and a few less handling errors from the All Blacks, as I believe they were sitting around that 15 also. But that is the starting lineup for the Springboks. Now we look at the reserves, and they are going to be as follows. Number 16, once again, Malcolm Marx. Didn't really get the opportunity to really get that rolling ball going in the later stages of the game, but when it was as close as it was going 3 points to 3 points, tit for tat between the two sides. So he didn't really get that opportunity to be able to go for that rolling ball late in the game, but I'm sure if they do get the opportunity here, he will well and truly take it on with both hands. Then number 17, it is going to be Stephen Kipsov. Number 18 will be Vincent Koch. Now both these guys came off the bench and looked very strong in the scrum, so that will be what they will be expecting from them in this game as well. Oxnard and also Trevor Nakanye, who are also very talented when it comes to a scrum. So having Kipsov and Koch off the bench as well, it's going to be very dangerous for the All Blacks in the later stages of that game. Then number 19 for this match, it is once again going to be Franco Mostert, who came off the bench and had a pretty good impact in that last game. Came off the bench actually for Etzebeth in that last one, so he did well when he did get a chance out on the field. Then looking at number 20, it is going to be Jasper Wiese. Now last week he wasn't available due to the fact that he did get that yellow card, and the judicial hearing hadn't taken place in time for him to be able to take part in that game last week. But he is back, and he will be coming off the bench, and he is always a very dangerous player to have off that bench, definitely when he has got plenty of gas left in the tank in the later stages of the game up against the All Blacks as well. Number 21, they are going with the 5-3 split once again, so it will be Herschel Yankees, who didn't really get that much of an opportunity. Very late injection into the game of the Springboks last week, but he He'll be hoping for a little bit more time this one. Then 22, it will once again be Elton Yankees, who also was a little bit the same, of only getting a few minutes near the end of the game. And then number 23, once again, who has got a very long boot if need be. It is going to be Franz Stein who will be getting the opportunity at 23. But nonetheless, that is the starting lineup and reserves for the Springboks. They have already announced that we are on a Tuesday at the moment here in New Zealand, which does mean that the All Blacks, we still have to wait a couple more days until we get to hear their side. It is normally on Thursday, kind of early afternoon here in New Zealand. But as soon as they have announced it, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are going to be back with our watch-along live commentary of the match, and also on that pre-match show we are going to be talking to an ex-All Black about the match in an interview, talking a little bit through the preview and a few stats from last week as well. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.